Alright, so here's the thing, guys. You guys are all gonna call me crazy for what I did, but I bought my dream car for $450. $450 is a lot. It's clean title, missing everything, but does start. And it's a 2010 with 130K on it. What is going on, YouTube, and welcome to the vlog. I know I've been gone for I always say that I've been gone for quite a while, and I've actually done myself a little bit dirty because, as you guys know, if you guys follow me on Instagram, if not, I'm gonna leave my Instagram down below right here. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go check out my Instagram. I bought another Project TSX. It was actually a build that I wanted to do in tribute to my OCU2 that I had. I had a 2012 TSX, really nice. It was my first TSX that I had. I was around like the age of when I got it. I was around like 17, 18 when I first got it, and the car was my baby. I did that car up like 3 or 4 times. It got crashed about like 4 times. It was a whole big headache, and at the end of the day, it was on bags, Oldhan wheels. It's actually in the I think the Oldhan, whatever, however you say, Oldhan. It's in the Oldhan magazine. If you guys look at the magazine, it's in the magazine. I have the magazine in display inside my house, but it is in that magazine. I have it on Instagram posted after I bought this car. But that car was what brought me to be what I am now, and it's a long story on how I just grabbed the second one that I got. I did myself dirty because instead of going ahead and vlogging through the whole process of me building this car to where it's at now, I went ahead and like just dove right into it and didn't not vlog anything. I didn't post anything. I posted on Instagram, but I didn't post anything else on YouTube and stuff like that, which is where most of my content goes. So right now I'm actually gonna grab the battery that we have down here charging, and the coil packs just came in the mail thing. Huge shout out to Eddie. I'm gonna leave his name down below here. You'll probably find his Instagram and tag it in there as well. Huge shout out to him. He got me the coil packs for the car, and hopefully I can actually turn it on for you guys right now. Oh, let's go ahead and slide this battery in real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the car right after we connect this battery in. The car has a battery. It's around here actually somewhere. I think it's in the EG, but that battery is shot. So this car does have a problem with the alarm. The alarm keeps going off. Let's see if I can actually start the car now with the alarm, without the alarm going off. Title came in the mail as well. All right, let's see. Yeah, the car does have a slight issue with the timing chain. But shout out to Eddie, huge shout out to Eddie with the coil packs. Only thing I was missing to start the car was the coil packs. When I went to go pick up the car, I used Alvin's coil packs and Alvin's battery and Alvin's wheels and everything to move the car over here. Well, actually, to get it on the tow truck and stuff like that. But this car actually came a long way from when I picked it up. Like I said, if you guys have me on Instagram, you guys see when I picked this car up, you guys see everything, how bad it was. You guys see this whole front end is missing right here. This is where the biggest impact was on the car. Might as well, since we're already in the garage, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit of what was actually wrong with the car and what's the story behind the car before I actually go into in-depth showing you guys the car itself. Let me talk to you guys a little bit how I got the car. The car was seen by Alvin. If you guys know Alvin, he hasn't been under my vlogs, I think, but Alvin found the car because he needed 2 doors and a trunk for his TSX. He had a 09. This is actually a 2010. Alvin needed the 2 doors and the trunk for his, so he went and bought the 2 doors and the trunk instead of buying the complete car. They were selling him the complete car for $800, and instead of buying the complete car for $800, he went ahead and bought the 2 doors and the trunk for $450. Yes, it was a retarded move, and we tell him this all the time. But thanks to that is why I have the car here. He actually posted the next day that he needed somebody to help him pick up a car. I asked him what car he was going to go pick up, and he told me it was a 2010 TSX. At that point, when he said that, I was like, no, I need that car, bro. And like, we spoke through it, we came out with a deal, and I told him that I would give him whatever he needed off the car if he would let me buy the car. We went through the deal, went through the process. He came to the garage, we took off his stock wheels, his coil packs, his battery, and we head out with a tow truck to Allentown to go pick up the car. The car was actually missing by the next day. Alvin went, I think it was like a Wednesday, and we went to go pick it up on a Thursday. Between Wednesday night and Thursday, they had already taken off, between Alvin and some other guy, the 2 passenger doors, the trunk, the rear calipers, the wheels, coil packs, and the driver door. Driver passenger side is the side that was impacted the most. It pushed back the rad support a little bit. The frame is straight. The frame is straight. There's no damage to the frame at all. It pushed back the rad support a little bit, and it crinkled the whole passenger side where, like, right before the shock tower itself. It crinkled all that back. The current airbag on the whole passenger side deployed. Driver side airbag deployed. The passenger seat airbag deployed as well. Then it broke. The lower control arm on the passenger side broke. The axle broke. So pretty much, the car wasn't movable. You couldn't drive the car at all. I went out of my way and I decided, all right, I'm gonna go pick up this project. If I tell you guys the price that I paid for this project car, you guys wouldn't believe it. I actually made an intro to the video and I never finished it, but I paid a whole whopping $450 for the car and about $200, let's say, to bring it over here, including my gas and the tow truck and stuff like that. Into the car right now, at the moment, I have about $1,000, which that includes buying the car. I paid $450 for the car. No, I have about like $1,200 into it. $450 for the car, about $200 to get it towed here, including my gas and the tow truck. So let's say that's $650, and I paid about $550 in parts. So that's yeah, $1,200. We have $1,200 into the car as of right now. I went to the junkyard 2 days after I picked up the car, and shockingly, I found the majority of the things that I needed for the car. I went ahead and grabbed the stock wheels, I grabbed the ABS module, I grabbed passenger seat, passenger curtain airbag, passenger doors, the driver door. I think I said the calipers, but I got the calipers. I got the lower control arm as well. I got the axle brand new from AutoZone. So pretty much everything that I needed to get the car movable and running, I picked up that day. Only thing I'm missing right now is the trunk, and the trunk's actually on his way because Alvin did sell his TSX, so that means he had the extra parts all over. So I gave him my passenger doors, the 2 passenger doors that I had picked up at the junkyard. He gave me the 2 original doors off the car, and I actually just bought the trunk off of him as well. So I'm gonna have the original trunk off the TSX, off this TSX. So it's gonna have all matching VINs besides the front end because the front end is missing, and the driver door. Let's go into a little in depth of where the car is at the moment. At the moment, I did switch the ABS module on the car because the other one I think is somewhere in here, but right here. This is how it looked, smashed completely. The connector is broken, so I do have to replace this connector for the ABS module. This is the side harness for the car, for this whole passenger side. I'm gonna get this replaced. I'm thinking about just buying a complete harness. There's actually a black car at the junkyard, the one that I did take most of the parts off. So I am thinking about cutting off the rad support, well, the whole front end from here, cutting that off and cutting it off at the other side, bringing the whole front end. Just because this car is going to Rolly. Rolly's the one that's painting my red one as well. I did get the color. I did post a little teaser on Instagram and Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat. So if you guys didn't see that, I'm sorry, but the car should be back in about a few weeks. And once that one's back, this one's actually going in. So Rolly is going to be doing the whole front end on this car, aligning everything and painting the whole entire car. He told me to get him the whole rad support. I'm pretty sure they're going to pull this out as much as they can, and then cut off that side of the rad support and weld in the whole rad support or connect the rad support. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. I don't, so I'm gonna leave that up to them. So like I said, I changed the ABS module here. I cut off that part, cut it off here, missing this whole corner. The flap that was actually here was hitting the wheel, so the wheel wasn't able to turn or move at all. So that's the main reason why I cut it off. I pulled it with the Jeep as much as I could, and I cut it out. I haven't put the stock wheel on. We're gonna do that in a little bit, just to see if it actually hits here or not. My goal is to actually be able to drive this around the block today. Not really safe, but we're gonna try it. So far, the passenger side is what needs to get replaced. Missing out. I did break this AC line just for the simple fact that it was a little kinked right here, and I decided to go and just rip it off no matter what. I'm gonna replace it. I did get the new coolant reservoir here as well. Speaking about that, I don't know why this is not on, but I have to let's put that on real quick. Alright, yeah, coolant reservoir is now on. So that part needs to get fixed. The driver's side is pretty straight. I do have to get this main beam in the front, the bumper support, the bumper itself, because I don't know, this is what they call the bumper itself, but this whole beam has to get replaced. It did like rip open here, but that's nothing to worry about because the main beam does unbolt and I can replace that whole part itself. Moving on to the inside, you guys, I did say I got the driver's side door. It's missing almost everything. Well, it is missing everything on the driver's door itself. I haven't connected the main connector down there. That's actually what holds the door. But if I take the door panel is missing everything. The door is missing everything inside. You can see the latch is not even there, or the glass. They broke the glass at the junkyard, which a lot of people do. But inside the car, it's pretty complete. You guys know the driver's side airbag, I did say broke, so I have to replace that. Replace the current airbag on the side. I'm going to be posting pictures of all this through the process. And I did replace the passenger seat. This passenger seat is ripped, but no worries, the whole interior is going to get replaced no matter what. On to the rest of the body of the car, you guys can see there's dents on the roof itself, which I think is the reason why this sunroof does not open, but we'll figure that out later on. Sunroof does not open. Everything else does work. The radio, I have to check the fuse, see if it's a fuse. But the interior is pretty clean. I did miss, there is a few lights on the dash, and that's because, like I said, they took the rear calipers off, ABS and all that crazy stuff. Most of that thing was taken off or broken through the crash, so I got to go ahead and reprogram everything. I'm going to be taking this to Alvin. He's going to clear all these lights and see what's actually going on. I think I do have to change the SRS module because the airbag light is still flashing. Moving on to the back of the car right now, we got a dent on this quarter panel that is going to be fixed when Rolly goes ahead and takes the car. There's a few dents on the door itself, but everything is assembled in the rear of the car besides the trunk. Right here we have a few plastics and stuff that goes on the inside. If you guys do need a black passenger side seatbelt, I have a good one, good working one there. I bought it for no reason, thinking that mine was messed up, but it wasn't. We got the wiper fluid reservoir right here, and then engine bay plastics and stuff like that. Tail lights do work. What I'm looking at is that they did cut this harness for the trunk when the guy did it, which is the stupidest thing he could possibly do. And he did cut the trunk latch cable itself, which I don't know exactly where it's at right now. It should be on this side, but it is missing. They did cut it. Hopefully the trunk that Alvin brings has it. On the other hand, I'm going to be fixing that later on today. Moving on to this side of the car, this whole side, the whole passenger side, like I said, these are the original doors. You guys can see the marks. It looked like somebody keyed the whole car on the passenger side, and there's like a little dent on the side as well. These tires are bald, but it doesn't really matter. It's just to have the car rolling. For now, they had no wheels for this car. But let's open up in the inside. You guys can see a little surprise in here. We do have the Airlift 3P management that's going to be going on this car. I have not posted anything about that, so if you guys are watching the vlog, you guys are the first ones to see this. It's missing a few speakers in the back, but that's nothing too crazy right now. I'm not really worried about that. Like I said, interior is pretty good. Airbag is still good on this seat. Door panels clean. Everything's clean so far. Everything closes up good. This door, I think I gotta lift it up just a little tad bit, or I think the hinges might be loose. But yeah, like I said, interior is clean. It does smell really bad in here because it had no door, or no doors for a while. Well, I think it was not even a while. It was just the simple fact that it had no doors and it rained that weekend. Oh, but these wires, yeah, you guys seen that? I almost electrocuted myself. But I think I just blew a few fuses because I have the battery connected, and these are the wires for the door. I need to get this fixed because the dude cut the plug itself and has me shit out of luck right now for that. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead, jack up the car, turn it off, jack up the car, put the other stock wheel back on the car, and wait for these guys to come and go ahead and start the process of the bleeding of the brakes. My plan is, like I said, drive around the block, see what it does, how it performs, because of the training line and stuff like that. I don't know how it's gonna go through the gears and whatnot. But I'm gonna jack up the car now. Thank God the battery and everything's working fine. Like I said, huge shout out to Eddie Noel. Huge shout out to you for those coil packs. Thank you very much. It was the number one thing that I was missing to have the car started and whatnot. But let me jack up the car and put the stock wheel on that passenger side. Alright, so now we finally have a CU2 on all 4 stocks. I am missing center caps. I know I am missing the center caps. But it did clear. My main worry was that piece of the frame, like the frame itself, would hit the tire, but it did clear. So now we got a full CU2 on stock suspension, stock wheels. But the only problem is that upper control. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. What's actually wrong with it? The impact did get the upper control arm stuck, so it is stuck right now with the rat support itself. Well, not the rat support, the shock tower itself. I'm going to show you that now. Alright, so in here, let me see if I can turn on the flash real quick so you guys can see. Give me 1 second. But you guys see the impact did mess up the inside. You guys see it better right here. The impact right there pushed in and is holding that upper control arm. So the upper control arm is stuck at the position that it's at. But no worries, once they pull that part of the frame out, that would be fixed. So now I'm actually happy. We have the CU2 on all 4 stock wheels. Now we just gotta wait for Raymond to come and bring me the trunk and for him to come so he can help me while I do the bleeding of the back brakes. Alright guys, I want to apologize. This vlog is going to start going a little bit crazy all over the place now. But previously when I was doing this vlog, the video before this, I was in the process of putting the car back together and bleeding the brakes while I was waiting for Raymond and his cousin to come so they could help me bleed the brakes. And right before that happened, the camera did die. I couldn't find the charger. I tried vlogging with the phone. It wasn't happening. So we're a few days into the future past that, and we do have the car completely assembled. I did bleed the brakes, but I am having a little bit of issues with the brakes, and I was having a few issues with all the lights that were on the dash. I think I did show it previously in the video today. But I'm going to go ahead. I did find the problem. I did do a little research online, and I found that there was this plug that pretty much connects one side of the car to the other side of the car through the rat support, which from the impact I guess broke and got disconnected, which was causing all these lights to go on. I had the ABS module light on. I had transmission light on. Transmission wouldn't shift into third. Even if I would manually shift it into third with the paddle shifter, it wouldn't shift. I would have to start in third and then shift into fourth to be able to get it to pass third. I did realize I didn't have any training fluid either. Shout out to JJ, did hook me up and got me a whole gallon of automatic transmission fluid for the TSX. On top of that, there's a little bit more to add. I actually went to the junkyard yesterday and I grabbed a few more parts for the TSX. We grabbed the rat support that's right there. Got a whole nose cut of the rat support for the TSX. Just waiting to get the whole front clip. Once we get all that, then take the cars to Rolly. My plan is to drive it to Rolly, so I'm trying to find a way to put a hood on it so I can at least drive it to Rolly's shop instead of paying for a tow truck to get it there. And I do have to resolve the problems with the brakes. But on the other hand, we got the rat support. We got the harness that goes from the inside to the passenger side door, and we got the harness that goes from the inside out to the halfway to the whole passenger side of the engine bay, which is what's missing as well. We got that. We got some speaker covers. What else did we get? We got the fuel cap because we were missing a fuel cap. I do have to go back and grab the SRS module because I am missing the SRS module, so I can take the SRS light from the car. But so far so good. We have a few parts to go left to be able to complete the car. Like, I still need the driver door. I know there's a driver door in Allentown. I'm trying to figure out if I can find a way to grab that door today, if it's possible. If not, then I'll grab it sometime this week. I called my boy and he told me that he does have a complete blue driver door. So if he does, I'm going to grab that door, take everything out from that door, put it onto this door, and we'll have a complete door. So back to the topic. Let me show you guys how far we are. Right, so update with the car. Full size, completely assembled. I think I showed you guys that before. We did put this wheel that was missing. Tire's a little low, so I do have a tire pressure monitor on. But like I said, everything here is assembled. We do need to do the connector for here. This is the only connector that's left to wire up. I do have that inside the tool bag. I'll probably do that now since I have a few time to spare. But this is the whole passenger harness that I told you guys that was destroyed. This connector right here, there is a red and white wire that connects from one side of the car to the other side of the car. Red and white wire. Pretty much the positive. I'm gonna leave it disconnected so I can show you guys the lights all over again. But that pretty much controls everything up here. And looks to me like I'm having a little bit of problem with the ABS module. I don't know why, but there's a lot of brake fluid on it. So I'm gonna give that a check, see what's going on there. Cause that's probably why my brake pedal isn't working completely. So we gotta check that real quick. New batteries on, so the car turns on perfectly fine. You guys seen the coil pack and everything. Rat support. Move on to the rat support. Oh, I did actually get a new brake line that was broken. The passenger side air brake line was a little kinked, so I did replace that. I got a new one from the junkyard as well. We got the whole nose cut of the rad support right here. This is the whole side that's messed up. I didn't want to cut it too far in, so like that, they have that piece that has to get welded. Not even welded, because I know they're going to pull this part out, straighten it out as much as they can, and just remove the spot welds and use these spot welds from here and just weld everything on. So that's why I cut this as far back as I could. So like that, they can use as much as they need. But we got most of the side, well, everything that we need for that side. I know they're not going to be using the frame itself because the frame is straight, so they're not going to cut the frame. They're pretty much going to use the rad support, like the aluminum part itself, not the steel. But rad support complete, harnesses right there, there's a few wiring, gas cap and stuff in there. But like I said, this car's pretty much coming together. I did disconnect that. Let me show you guys all the lights that pop up. We're getting inside the car right now. Looking inside the car, if I turn on the key itself, maybe this can help you guys too. See, everything comes on. Turn on the car itself, and we have the D for the transmission light, ABS, VSA, check brake system. We got check transmission, check airbag system, check airbag is gonna stay on, check ABS, check VSA, and the oil change. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the car off. I'm gonna show you guys what happens when we connect that wire on. Like I said, this is the wire that I'm talking about. It is a plug, red and white wire. This happens with a lot of MDXs, TSXs, TLs, all that. This wire connects one side of the engine bay to the other side. So this controls all the power going to the ABS module. You see the red and white wires right there as well. Connects the battery, everything from one side to the other. We have that connected now. Let's go back in the car and turn it on so you guys can see how everything goes away. I do need to get that door. This door is a must. We need this door because it doesn't close. But turning on the car again. Give it a little bit so you guys can see. No D transmission light. We do have the information light and the tire pressure light on because one of the tires does need air. But check airbag system. We need to get the SRS module. And that's it. It's pretty much all we have once we connected that plug back in. But like I said, there's a few things that needs to be done to this car still, but so far so good. We're moving on pretty quick. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this vlog off right here, just for some fact I don't want to make it too long. I'm pretty sure I'm over 20 minutes already into the vlog, and I know you guys don't like seeing 20-minute vlogs, but when it comes to projects like this, it's something that I like to show a lot of what I'm doing. And this one is something that it's like, it's an emotional project because of the fact that I lost mine a few years ago. Well, not even, it was like a year and a half ago, and I wanted to rebuild another one. So the fact that I'm rebuilding this one, I'm putting all my money into this right now, while the red one is at paint. I'm attached to it. I'm attached to this car, and I spent hours working on it just to get it to where it has to be. I'm almost there, missing a few parts, and then once this is complete, just send it out to Rolly. Rolly's gonna paint it, and then from there we'll do all the stuff that I want to do to make it look into a nice daily. Yes, the airlift is inside. I just showed you guys that. Still need bags, still need compressor, still need tank for that. The red one is going on bags as well. That was supposed to be the kit for the red one, but I do want to go with a 3/8 line, quarter-inch line no, quarter-inch on this one, and 3/8 on. Is it 3/8? Yeah, I think it's 3/8. 3/8 line, yeah, on the red one. So for now, this is gonna use the airlift kit that's supposed to go on the red one, and we're gonna make this one look a little nice. Yes, the red one is coming out this year. Don't keep asking me about if the red one's gonna come out. Yes, it is gonna come out, but it's gonna come out in quite a while because we still have the motor back there. I still need a diff. I still need a clutch. I still need a whole bunch of shit. Wastegate I still need, and then all the piping. It's a lot. It's a lot that has to be done to that car to make it look as perfect as we want it. So I do want to put this together as a nice daily for me to drive and chill during the summer while the other one gets finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. Sorry for the long ass video, but I want to show you guys this project. I am gonna keep giving you guys more videos on this car for now while the red one gets painted. Once the red one comes back, then we'll start working on the red one as well. We're gonna have both cars inside the bay. Most likely the black one's gonna be on the left side and the red one's gonna be on this side because the red one's gonna need more work than the black one is. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry for being gone. It's been a lot of shit going on, but I know you guys support me no matter what. So thank you for all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.